Today we're hanging out with the BlackBerry Style. This is a Sprint phone, and it's Sprint's first BlackBerry 6 OS phone. So today we're going to focus primarily on BlackBerry 6 and the fact that the Style has a 5 megapixel camera with LED video light and flash. This is a fast phone. BlackBerry has come a long way, so if you're a BlackBerry fan and a Sprint subscriber, you're going to not want to miss this review. The BlackBerry Style is fairly stylish with its rounded edges, fat little clamshell design, and mirrored construction. It fits ergonomically in the pocket and flips up to reveal a full QWERTY keyboard with small keys, so if you're an elf, you'll like this keyboard. The BlackBerry Style also has an optical trackpad, which takes the place of our beloved optical trackball, which we would rather have, but this trackpad is a bit more sensitive and responsive than the Curve 3G we tested a while back. Also, you'll notice that the Style has two screens. On the outside we have a QVGA screen, on the inside we have an HVGA screen. The external LCD displays what album you're listening to. It displays Facebook, Twitter, and other notifications, battery life, network, and wireless information. Although these aren't the most advanced resolutions on the market, they're still very good displays. We have an 8GB micro SD card right out of the box, and the phone has a 32GB micro SD card capacity. We do miss the audio playback controls that we got on the Curve 3G, and sometimes the optical trackpad has a tendency to go on a hyperactive spree, leaping over options that we would have liked to have selected. So it takes a little getting used to. But all in all, the BlackBerry Style has a very functional, sleek design. Although the BlackBerry Style has 512 megabytes of RAM, it's still a fast phone. In fact, one of the fastest BlackBerries we've ever tested, and that's thanks in part to BlackBerry 6. BlackBerry 6 is a definite improvement over the previous BlackBerry OSs we've seen. There's a universal search. The phone has a specialized notifications menu. All of our applications are grouped categorically. And the biggest improvement of all was the whittling down of unnecessary menus into a succinct, logical menu system. While our navigation experience improved, we will say that our internet browsing experience was left back a class. It's still the same slow, laggy, awkward internet browser, but we had the ability to search YouTube. YouTube playback was great. Texting was excellent with the BlackBerry Style. We could text with multiple parties. We could utilize scroll over menus to attach pictures, videos, locations, audio, voice note, contacts, appointments. We had dedicated Facebook, Twitter, MySpace applications, and they were vast improvements over the previous platforms. The BlackBerry Style comes with BlackBerry App World, which really can't compete with the Android market or iTunes. As far as a media device, the BlackBerry Style excels. We now get album artwork. We can now play slideshows in camera mode. The camera interface has been revamped, which we'll get to later on. We even get a free podcast service. So the BlackBerry Style is a definite improvement over BlackBerries of the past, thanks to BlackBerry 6. Like any trusty BlackBerry, the BlackBerry Style excels in the voice quality and battery life department. Calls were crystal clear, there was no interfering background noise, we had no problem making calls in a variety of environments or receiving calls, and battery life is half full right now after an entire day of testing yesterday. So battery life and voice quality are both very good. And another surprise was the BlackBerry Style's 5 megapixel camera. In the past, we've definitely complained about BlackBerry's image quality, but the Style amends that. The Style outperformed the T-Mobile G2, which we tested side by side. It was more sensitive in low light, it showed crisper detail in bright light. Although we don't get 720p HD video, The 640 by 480 VGA resolution video was still more preferable than a cheap 720p. The BlackBerry style's camera interface was also revamped. This time we were given various scene modes like auto, portrait, close-up, night, and the phone included a flash and video light and GPS geotagging. We will recommend using the camera button to take a picture rather than the optical trackpad, because if you use the optical trackpad, your finger will have a tendency to slip over and select another option and you'll lose the shot. So now it's time for our final answer with the BlackBerry style for Sprint. We can tell you that this phone is a pretty big departure from BlackBerries of the past. We have a much better OS. We have a faster BlackBerry. We have that same classic voice quality and battery life. And now we have an impressive camera. The BlackBerry style is definitely not the BlackBerry of the past. For InfoSync World, I'm Mike Perlman.